So one of the challenges of living in this world is that some of the people with whom we share it have the audacity to think differently than we do. And we often let that be a cause of suffering for us. And I'm opposed to suffering, so we're going to do some EFT here. Again, if you choose to do the tapping, you must do so at your own risk. Please take responsibility for your own well-being. And with that being said, even though people don't get it, I choose to love and accept myself. Even though they don't get it, I choose to love and forgive myself. Even though they don't get it, they don't see how right I am. They don't see how wrong they are. And I feel a need to suffer about that. And even though they don't get it, I choose to deeply and completely love and forgive and accept myself. And maybe all these other people. They don't get it. They don't get it. They don't get how right I am. They don't get how wrong they are. All this need to be right. All this need to be right. And all this need to suffer until they see that I'm right. All this need to suffer. All this anger and resentment. And all this fear. Because what am I afraid of if they don't see that I'm right? What am I afraid of if they don't see that they're wrong? And how far am I willing to go so that they see that they're wrong? And that's how wars start. When they won't see my point, and I need to go to extreme measures to prove it. Clearing any need to do that. Releasing any desire to harm someone. I don't even want to harm myself. But I'm doing so. All this need to be angry. All this need to feel self-righteous. All this need to be judgmental. I choose to move through this. If I am right, I choose to know that people will see it. It may take some time. Like trying to teach something to a child. Do I need to be angry at them until they get it? And does my anger really help them get it? Can I really get angry enough and tell someone how stupid they are to help them see how right I am? Does that really prove that I'm right? And have I always been right? With everything that I've believed? Did I know the perfect way every time? Right from the beginning? Or sometimes maybe it took some time for me to really understand something. And can I be patient with others while they're learning? Maybe it's like someone from another country who speaks a different language. And I can speak to them in my language, and they're just not going to understand. Not because they're bad, not because they're wrong, and not because they're stupid. They just speak a different language. And I can teach them my language. But does it do me any good to be angry at them until they understand me? How long are they going to stick around to learn if I'm just being angry with them? And if I'm getting really angry, how inclined are they going to be to believe that I know what's best? The more peace I have, the more people will see that I might know what's right. And I choose to love them, even if they don't understand. And if there are things that need to be changed, I do what I can to change them. But I have a better chance of changing them when I come from a place of peace, when I come from a place of love, when I come from a real desire to do what's right, allowing myself to heal, letting go of this need to tell people how stupid they are. I choose to be loving. I choose to be patient. And letting go of suffering doesn't mean letting go of what's right. I don't need to suffer to motivate me to take action. Allowing myself to heal. Allowing myself to forgive. Thank you, God, for granting me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Allowing myself to heal. Releasing my frustration at a cellular level. I can choose to be happy. And I'm choosing peace and love in body, mind, and spirit. Take a deep breath.